Yes. Good morning, no, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome in. And just like IJ is doing right now, be sure to grab your snack and your drink or something. And I feel good. We had cupcakes today, and I had homemade. So I don't think she said did you make it? Yeah. Okay. Listen, today's gonna be special. We're calling it Vintage Vibes, a celebration of music, storytelling, and so right here at the iconic pyramid, her and fine art. So we're gonna let the music guide you in this series. I'm your girl, Genine LaTrice Perez. Thank you for those of you who have been coming out faithfully each and every time we have one of the sessions in this series. And for all our newcomers, thank you so very much for being here. We really appreciate it. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Now before we begin, it's customary, this is what we do. It's only right that we start with the woman who made this series possible, the visionary founder and director of this beautiful space. Isn't it beautiful, y'all? Celebrating 37 years of art, culture, and community. Please welcome Ms. Garbo Perez.
So we are about collaborations because we wouldn't exist for 37 years without artists.
You ain't gonna get me with this, okay?
Without artists and authors. But artists and authors need community.
Yeah.
Right? So we have lived and survived for 37 years because of you. Woo! Everybody in this room has bought a book.
Yes.
Or something. And so I want to say thank you because it's because of you that we still exist. Definitely agree.
That's right, right. And he was trying to grab too. You're right.
So every year we want to do something different when we celebrate our anniversary. This year is no different. And with Genine LaTrice Perez,
say my whole time.
She said she wanted to do a listening session. I said, okay, well, what about a little bit more? So one session turned into 12. And then 13 years future, because we're going to keep doing this.
Right.
There's so many musicians in this city who never have told their story. So you'll be hearing more from us. But at any rate, it is a pleasure to have you here. This exhibition, A Visual Symphony, is a compilation of local, national, international, and national artists and regional artists. And basically, this is our anniversary exhibition that's supposed to be educational opportunity because it goes across 19 different media. So if you're interested in knowing more about fine art, talk to me, talk to our collector, Mr. Jacob. Say hello, Jacob. This is about art and the collaboration of art, music, and literature. So thank you so much for you in your project.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Give it up for me. Believing in the power of storytelling and making room for artists to breathe, be, and build legacy. So that's awesome, okay? Now, for those of you who don't know me, again, I am Genine LaTrice Perez, and I did say I love it when you say my whole name, and I do. I'm honored today to be the actual featured artist, and then something my aspirations of having a listening session get to come true today. The whole series, like she said, began with, can I have a listening session? And then basically saying, bring some friends with you. And I think it's been wonderful for those of you who have we've had music, reflection, and real conversation. And two of our artists from on Monday were here last Monday. Dr. IJ and Anna Sanders. Supporting the cause, supporting say what? Yeah, you got to say. But today we're going to get ain't working, what you need? Hey, good morning, good afternoon. Okay, so, but I'm not doing this alone. Good, come on in. It's my joy, my absolute honor to be joined by someone I truly admire, a powerhouse of purpose.
Yes, ma'am.
CEO of Unheard Conversation and Vibe and Vintage Content Studio. Give it up
Yes.
for my girl, my guest host, Merica Profit, everybody. I was about to too, so okay, we feeling that. Okay, so that means it's gonna be real good. I really got intended because of you. Okay, go ahead.
Genine LaTrice Perez.
Say what all that.
Thank you so much for having me as well, and thank y'all so much for joining us. I'm gonna make sure I follow the seat holder and say, I love your ride. So yesterday was a whole vibe. So if I get a little hot, I'm just gonna fan myself. I was out in the streets at Juneteenth.
Yes, you were.
About 10 hours. That was me. Did you have on the red? Yes, ma'am. About 10 hours.
You made it look good. You made it look
My
good.
people like, I had to put the boots off the ground. Yes. So we are here with Legacy Lyrics and Local Sound with Miss Genine LaTrice Perez. I like that. So listen, I've been a fan of hers for a very long time, and most recently, she had an opportunity. She was like, you know what, I'm gonna do something at your place because as you know, I just opened up a content studio called Live and Vintage. Not too far from here, so we'll definitely have to collab with all the people, the great people that's in here, okay? And she was like, I want to do a video. I said, what now? What are we doing? So I was just getting open. I don't know, but I've done a video before. So she turned my whole place into a juke joint. And invited her friends, her family, and we had a party, and then I got to do the video.
Now you can be on the list. You can be on the list.
So that is just wonderful. The way you set it up was just absolutely amazing. So we just gonna get into the creativity of you, kind of get some little questions here. I may go off script, so hopefully y'all all right with that?
Yeah.
Because I don't, I'll be paying attention.
No, it's okay, but I mean, I got you. We color coded in this thing right here.
Yes.
So, do you want to do the music first?
So we can do music.
It's how you want to see, because you the one,
Y'all, I named it Vibe and Vision for a reason. Because I love to move and groove. I want you to feel good, look good, and do good at all times. And that's really what I'm all about too. I want you to have fun. I bring a smile to your face. If you can't match my energy, I'm gonna be like, okay. I was gonna match my energy. I'm gonna fill you up with so much joy. And this one right here, she is top tier right here. She brings all the way. So thank you so much for allowing us to be in your space. So I'm gonna make sure all my friends know that too, because they probably don't know everything what's going on. So where are we at, Miss Genine? We're just gonna keep the spaces. I do want to interact with some good music, right? Because that's how community is brought together. It brings us together when we happy, we sad, we feel good, and then going through a little bit. So.
And since it's just the two of us, instead of like two artists, we can actually listen to the whole EP 5 songs. So we can listen to bits and pieces of each if you want to. What you want to start with though?
You already know I like my favorite. We can say that for last.
Oh, okay.
All the love right there.
Okay. So should we? I don't know. Let's just figure it out.
Y'all need the script, because both of y'all just.
No, we got a script.
Oh, we got a script?
We got a script, but that's the problem. We get two creatives together. We just go off script.
We stick it to it. We got it. Trust me. It's the banter. Here we go.
We're gonna listen to one song. What song do you have?
We got after you first. My past and where I've been. Sometimes I'm sad. And I didn't just mean to cut that off like that, but however, I do want to go to this very end so you can hear this part. That's good. So at the very beginning I said, you know, nobody knows my story. They only see the lights and glory. They don't understand my pain. It's not about the things I've gained. What about the abuse and the trauma and all the closed door drama? That in itself, when people see performers or they see me behind the mic, that's all they see. They don't know what's going on in my life. They don't have a clue of where I've been. And or how I had to suffer, or I might be suffering in that moment. They are only really concerned about the entertainment piece for them in that moment. And so with that song, I just like, listen, yeah, my name is Genine LaTrice Perez, but there's so much that's packed with that. It's all the stuff that I've had to endure. And but I know that there's one constant. And I'm going to run to him, no matter what. Because Jesus, Daddy, Father, Son, Holy Ghost, he got my back. Yeah. All three in one. So that's what that song to like.
I can feel it. I know that you kind of, some of y'all just kind of gazing in the air and just taking it all in. Did some of that trauma start like in your childhood, or is it just?
Of course it did. Because, you know, and I didn't know this until later because, you know, I do have like some sort of, I don't know if it's separation anxiety or, because, you know, I ain't self-diagnosis and stuff like that, but there is, I can block you real quick. Let you go and be all right. But I feel as though that had to do with my childhood. And a friend of mine years ago was like, I think it might have, I mean, you know, you got some issues when, you know, it comes to, you know, relationships and maybe a trigger, cut you off real quick. But it is about protecting me. And if people don't understand it, it's like, you cold-blooded. No, I'm protecting me.
I'm protecting you.
That part, yes, ma'am.
Did you have anybody in your childhood or in the early years to talk to actually?
No, ma'am. Believe it or not, and I know no one's in this room going to believe it, but I was very quiet, soft-spoken, and didn't say much. Y'all ain't got to do that. You can't. Yeah, I know no one would know what I was going through.
But did you drown? Did you? What did you?
Girl, I'm a writer.
Yeah.
Keep fanning.
We want to hear.
In fact, when I was little, I just wrote everything down.
So you started with poems?
Just telling the truth. Yeah.
I was just saying.
I don't like her. She made fun of my gap. Right. Because she said, I'm getting one. I'm stuff. You know, I was sheltered as a little girl, and folks made fun of me because of that.
Right.
Because I didn't get to do what other folks did.
Right. Well, look how you turned out.
Girl, I'm fed. That's what you're talking about. I lived through some things. Well, so what I'm saying, I'm fabulous is not being arrogant, but I got to love me first.
Right.
There was some times I got lost in loving, not loving me. It was about everybody else, but it was never about me.
And what did that do to you? I know that turned ugly at times, but
Yeah, it did. From weight gain to extreme weight loss. It's just all in between that time. So, but after you, with that song, I just know that one constant, because everybody else might not know my story, Lord, but you know, and no matter what, you got me.
that's right.
You got me. And I can be secure in that. So I put that first on the CD because I just needed people to know above anything and everything else, I'm running after him.
I love that.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's go to another song.
Okay.
Kind of get a little groove and
Okay.
pace.
Okay. Well, can I do something a little fun? Okay. It's fun because I'm gonna tell you right now, this song is called Kiss and Tell because everybody don't want to know your business. Okay. We don't always want to know your business. What? He said what? What did she say? Everybody trying to be my business. Girl, please, listen. The news came yesterday. The whispers came my way. It must be seeing you. They wanna know what we do. Not sure what they think they see. Ain't nobody trying to do. Now your face, seriously. Stay clear of the jealousy. This is just fake pain. But hold on, I'm a lady. I don't kiss and tell. No, I don't. I'll kiss and tell. Girl, you should leave it. To hear the rest.
Those songs where you could be in a movie, like a juke joint type of thing. We feeling the vibe, I see it in a movie. You might want to call Rod Coogler, okay? Put that song out there, and just go in the movie or something, because that's a party jam, but also kind of old school a little bit.
I'm old school, girl.
Yeah, we got that soul. Yeah. So tell us some of the fun moments and how you come with these different sounds.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you, with that whole kiss and tell, sometimes people want to tell all their business to you. I don't want to hear that. Like, that's your tea. And nor do I want to see it on social media.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's okay because I do it too every now and then. I might post a boo or something like that. But I don't want to know all that information. What you got going on?
Because if you break up, we're going to take sides.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? And I'm like, I don't want to know. And some people just get way too, they just TMI. So please, shh, you're a lady.
Yes.
Don't kiss and tell. What the old school thought process is about that.
Right. And, that's crazy because I do see a lot of that too, and I'm like, what is happening here? And then when I see you in person, I'll be like, you can tell all your business, especially if you know the left.
Right.
Yeah, so.
I've just been recently witnessing some stuff, and I'm like, I didn't want to know that. I want to just go send them the song, but
They want
hopefully
to
receive that.
Send it to them.
Okay, or they might just have to come up here to Pyramid Art, books and custom framing and get their set. Okay, there you go. Anyway, let's see. Now this next one, this is your song, really. I know you want me to sing. Is it okay?
I can't do the same.
Okay, it's okay. So here's the thing. Imagine yourself. No, let me ask you this: How many of you have been in a venue? I'd say club or something like that, or I know it's a Sunday and you see him or you see her, mostly this is from my perspective, you see him and y'all lock eyes.
Yes.
And again, it goes back to you being a lady. I'm a lady, right? I really think you need to come and approach me, but you over there sitting there looking crazy. Right?
Then you missed the moment.
I mean, you missed the whole.
You missed the moment. Did you know that you survived?
I mean, they should have known I was a vibe. They looking at me, I'm looking at them, we looking at one another, ain't nobody moving.
Right.
But anyway, that's what this is, y'all.
That's how they Let me get my
I rap a little too, y'all. I rap a little. Closer to me. I know what's up, say one thing I get you in, even though I can't take all the nights or every day. The queen I stay in my next time we can rotate. Come a little closer to me. Come closer, closer, closer. I wanna be closer to you. It's my part right here. I'm just trying to see something. I know it may not be enough. I see you smile, you son. Just take the lead, say something. I got you speechless. Can't believe you said nothing. You froze. It's a shame 'cause I think you know. Finish my drink and it's the last call. It's not in there. Make a move. I got you. Speechless. I need some. Speechless. If you would just take the lead, 'cause I want you closer to me.
Guess what? Come So I'm a sales rep, right? So I'm on the road every day, all day long. So music is my vibe, right? So I'm be playing it. I'm like,
No, like, real talk, she is good on Instagram, and I'm like, and it tagged me, she like, on the road, just singing this song, so I'm
yeah.
like,
They got coffee. They look at me like, what's wrong with her? So that is a vibe. That's a bop. What the kids say, right? I have to ask my teenager. She's 14. I say, is that the right word? Because y'all be telling me don't say the word. It's a bop, right? And then if it's not the right word, she'll be like, so when you having girls, right? What kind of advice would you give the ladies on closer? All right.
well, I mean, the one, look, my cousin, Nikki always said, ooh, that's bars. The one part, I'm a queen.
Yes.
I stay in my lane. Now, I know that there's some folks out there that say, oh, I think the women should be the aggressors. No. Because if that's how you start, that's how you gonna finish, or that's how you gonna end up crying. Because he's always gonna have, now, there's a couple of gentlemen here, 3. Why you telling me?
This ain't about me. And so to my daughters, I'm queen, I stay in my life. That doesn't mean I don't want you close to me. And I'm giving you good eye contact.
So what's wrong? What else I need to do?
I mean, like, finish my drink is the last call.
Yeah.
I mean, why is it that you're so speechless and you can't come talk to me?
I hear this a lot though.
I'm trying to be approachable.
They be like, Merica, your husband's a barber, he must know a lot of men. I be like, I don't know if you want to really talk to them right now. Because I be doing all their business. So we need to have a session with the men and bring it. Like, why is it so hard for y'all to be,
Rejection.
other half of this rejection?
Past trauma.
Do you think
They got that here, then you are not willing to get closer. What can happen? Yeah. You get into my mistake.
I'm sorry.
This ain't about me.
So, and I can understand.
But I think he represents some other people.
That's a whole nother that's a whole nother thing, like, but you said it about me with that. But seriously, that's it. It's my desire to want to be close to the individual, but so many times that, you know, whether you intimidate me, you did, like, there's so many different things, but
Let's do something.
can I just be real? Negro, I'm right here. Yes, ma'am.
I do think there's.
I guess I've been single for a long
I
time.
do think some of that is intimidation, or they feel like they're inadequate, which is weird to me because it is some very successful people.
I know.
But I need you to successful people to be the creatives and like mesh together.
Yeah, I'm good people, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm good right now.
Yeah. But
But, ooh,
maybe.
and then okay, girl, okay, let's get to the next song.
Next song.
Now, let me tell you something about this one, though, okay? It's called I Miss You, and it's my dedication to Olivia.
Okay.
And so it does get a little emotional for me. That baby loves her, so she's not here right now. That's the only song that she listens to in the car on repeat. On repeat.
For those who don't know, can you give a little snippet of who Olivia was?
Olivia's my daughter. She was killed in a car accident the day before her 20th birthday. And Olivia was my biggest fan. I mean, my biggest fan. I mean, and I know that because as I'm sitting there receiving folks into the house, these young people are coming up to me, well, I got your CD, Jazz, no matter. And I'm like,
How you get
how you get my CD? Oh, Olivia brought it to the school and she sold them.
Oh man.
First of all, you were Kevin, and so I can't really just get on to you. But you not gave me one time. Of the profit. She like, what's up, nigga? What's up? She about snatch. Yeah. She was a serial entrepreneur, baby. She was making her change. So anyway, so that's what this song is. It's I Miss You, and it's just my letter to Olivia and just to let her know that I'm down here thinking about her. I see it tomorrow, and it ain't late. I'm talking to you today. To say you're only in the stars, and someday I'll pass your way. It gets hard, I swear. It gets hard 'cause I'm hearing you are there. Sometimes I just cry. It ain't because the leaving was wrong. One day I'll be singing this song. I just miss you, heaven knows I do. I miss you in the midnight, I miss you, I do. Like butterflies and dandelions when they're in bloom. I miss you, I do, I miss you. Heaven knows I do. It ain't right, I see you smile. And it ain't right, I'll hold you when you're ill. You say in time heals all the pain. Most time, pain is still surreal. Well, it gets hard, I swear. It gets hard 'cause I'm hearing you there. Sometimes I just cry. It ain't because the leaving was wrong. One day we'll be singing this song. And I miss you, heaven knows I do. I miss you in the sunrise. I miss you in the midnight. I miss you, I do. Like butterflies and
can't imagine for any other soul on this face of this earth for somebody to lose a child. I know, you know, I know where she is. That's why I said heaven knows I do. Because I know where she is and I can rest in that. But I won't see you smiling today. I won't hold you when you're ill. I won't be able to talk to you like it's okay. And I feel things. But I have to walk around for other folks like I'm okay. In those times, I'm not okay. It's not like I'm wallowing in grief or anything like that, but Olivia came from me. She had sisters and a brother, and she was real. And I should not have to push that to the side.
All right.
So other people will feel comfortable around me. Speak.
It's okay.
I go hard for mine.
And she do.
I'm still a mom.
That's right.
And so with that song, just listen to me. As I get along with each day that the Lord allows me the opportunity to wake up again, I have to face a certain fact. She's not here.
It's okay.
She ain't here. And I don't know when I'm gonna see her. I want my purpose to be fulfilled here.
Yeah.
Before I go, so I'm not wishing nothing early, you know, like, man, I just gotta do the work that the Lord needs me to do. But girlfriend, I miss you. And so that's where I win. I miss my baby. I miss my baby.
But we do enjoy the moments that you share with us. We do appreciate the pictures that you share with us, the videos of you
Thank you.
the stories. Because it may be someone else out there with the same pain. And I too have a daughter and son, so I wouldn't even understand the magnitude of that hurt, of that pain. And it's crazy because I saw her the day before it happened. I was at the coffee shop.
Yeah.
Minding my business, doing my thing, and I have a hair show that I do, and it was like my first one, and I was so excited. I was like, you need to come to the hair show, and it's gonna be this, and she was like, okay, I'm so excited, I wanna be there. And then the very next day, that happened. And then I feel like I've been connected with her the entire time. Just meeting her in the coffee shop, I'm listening to music, minding my business, probably saying, she probably was like, oh yeah, that coffee. But I was over there singing and saw her.
And we sat down for a long time that day.
I didn't even work no more. I was like, yeah, we just connected and it's just strange. And then for her, listen, this is how crazy it is. A couple years later, I had another show and she was like, I didn't forget about you. I'm gonna come to your show. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she remembered that moment and all her mess about me. So how selfless was that? Oh my God. You are
God, see, here's the thing, God is good.
Yeah.
And he has me.
Right.
He has me. And you know what? He ain't messed up if I cry in front of folks. He ain't messed up if I just kind of lose focus for a minute. Again, he's got me. But this journey is definitely not for
The week.
anybody. You know what I mean? I don't know how I'll do it except for to say, but God. All right, so I'm gonna switch gears so that I can just stand up straight with a whole backbone in my right here. Yes. Okay. Okay, I didn't even see it get there. Thank you. Now, thank you. Oh, that's right. Okay, and if I got makeup everywhere, it's okay. It's okay. Merica, let me tell you something. Let me ask you, because I'm gonna ask you. Have you ever been in a situation where you had ideas, goals, plans, dreams, all that other stuff, and your very own friends knock you down, the folks that are around you knock you down?
Yes. Plenty of times.
The folks that you thought was your friends.
Yeah, some of them ain't even here right now. Did I invite you? But if I cook something, they come and that's what you cook.
Yeah. looking at you crazy?
Oh, yes. That too.
And they take your kindness for a weakness?
Then you show them.
Again.
Sometimes I turn into Bonquisha or something. Who do you turn into? Never mind. Is there a name?
Well, let me
Is there a name?
Like, listen, I don't even know, because I used to call myself Rebecca back in the day. But I think Rebecca was just, she was a little flighty. But I don't know if anybody want to know who this one is.
Okay.
I don't know.
We'll keep
Y'all
that.
have to come up with a name for this one.
We'll keep that in.
But just know I got a background.
I know it. Now this is my jam, because you say your whole
My whole name. Yeah, so I mean, it's on Sunday, but we're going to let the whole thing play. Is that all right with y'all? Okay, here we go. Let me turn it up, make sure the volume is up. All right, for the folks that don't know they got a backbone. They didn't think I had one, but guess what? I did. I'm giving you all the night time in my shoes. Don't twist your mouth and tell me what to do. I've been around for a long time now. I know what I want and I'm not really nice. There is something you should realize. I've got my voice back in no longer will I hide. There is something that you should know. I'm standing here and I gotta You said I gotta write the words to this song. I gotta break wrong. Yeah, I'm standing I remember when we were close friends, and every time I tried to say something, I got the back of your hand. I remember when we were high back then I tried to up my game. You said, "Y'all come for me." You won't. I advise you sincerely, don't miss another side of me. Who I am, and in this season, I'll never do I leave me now? I take that stress and let me go. There is something that you should know.
does that look like coming from you, Miss Genine?
You know what? Thank you, I love when we say, honey. You know what? I want folks to just really and truly come together. Not in name only, not in this clique go here, because these questions have kind of been addressed, and I've kind of held back on my thoughts of it.
Okay.
But there is, I don't care what anybody's saying, this is recorded, and I know, but there's still a lot of division.
Yes.
There's still a lot of division and a lot of cliques. And now here's the thing, I do understand that you might not care the way this person sings or that person, or you know, everybody's got their thing and they can have that.
Right.
But as far as an artistic community, I truly and honestly believe that everybody should, you know, like come together. And I would even say, make your own music.
Yeah.
Because there is liberation, there is a freedom. And I'm on one. I am on one. Like, you put it last night, I sang a couple of my tunes. I don't care if nobody else knows.
Right. Because how are we supposed to know if you don't sing?
That right. Because y'all ain't gonna wait until I'm dead and go. So y'all be like, oh, this is our music. Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna know.
And we hear about that a lot, you know,
We
hear
do.
it after the fact.
And I'm not gonna do that. I'm like, music is love, and music is been a huge part of my healing journey. So the more I can write, the more that I can put out there, the more that I can express myself with my words. So let me tell you something. And I want the creatives to do that. I want other artists to do the same thing. Put your thoughts and how you feel. Intentionally, I don't know. I mean, I like the old school CDs or whatever. Put it out there.
However your medium is.
Right, do it.
Yeah.
Do it. I want you to do it on this project. I wrote the lyrics. I had help on one song, my very first song. I had some help. Jay Jamerson came in and helped me, you know, just put it together. But I wrote the lyrics to every song.
Right.
Every song is what I feel.
Come on.
I sang the lead on every song. I sang the background on every song. It's just me and my producer.
Right.
And finding a good producer too. It's key. So back to the question that you asked though, because I haven't, you know, lost it. We gotta come together.
Right.
And we gotta break out of the cliques as an artistic community. Yes, they've talked about the 501 Fest being an amazing thing, and I think that is dope. Where you at?
I didn't get to go.
Okay, but so I think that's awesome. So more opportunities like that so that we can come together as a collective.
Yeah.
And with open invitations. The thing about this one, everybody is invited to be at the table.
Yes.
You know, for various reasons, you might not be able to be there or accept or whatever because you got stuff going on. But however, everyone is invited to the table. And, yeah.
So what would you guys like to see here in our city?
Oh gosh, this is the time.
You know what I mean? Feel free to share, because I know I have my thoughts on what I think we need, but you know, we're all of a particular age, and sometimes the music scene starts a little late for me. Okay, I gotta go to bed before 10 o'clock sometimes. You know, they want to start at 10 o'clock, and I'm like, sir, man, what we doing? You know, I'm looking for 6 o'clock. Be done by 9.
Yeah.
In the bed by 10. Is anybody feeling it? I'm like, I get up early. And then, you know, what the old people say, or your mom used to say, you know, bad things happen after a late night.
Yeah.
I feel that. I still like, okay, Lord, I gotta get in the car. You know, so we do need more creatives to come together, and we love to see live music. I love live music. So I do have one question for you. So, the ones who don't know, I have, like I said, Bob Vision Content Studio. It's 1124 South Battery, 1 block from Children's Hospital. I created it for us. Now, it does have videography, photography, podcasts, but I'm going to create events where we can listen to live music. Matter of fact, I'm putting together something with this lady, if she can let me tell it. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're trying to put something together where it literally is just right after work.
Oh, that would
6
be
o'clock.
Yeah.
We got food trucks, and she's singing, and we going home. We're gonna vibe out. And if y'all are interested in doing that, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm with it because I love the early. It's 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
I didn't say That's right. That's right.
That's right.
Because clearly, I was.
That's right. That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah. So this is an open forum, you guys. We would love to hear your questions, your thoughts. If y'all have any questions for Ms. Genine, please, you can just stand up, you can talk, loud and freely. This is an open space. First, you have any questions?
Genine LaTrice Perez.
No, when you say my whole name, you know what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, do you have a book in you?
Thank you for asking. So sometime November or December, I'm coming right back here. It's my journey. So let me tell you about that.
Yeah.
Okay?
Surprise.
So it's about my Greek journey. And how I spent a lot of time on social media. There were people in my inbox that said, one lady in particular said, I lost my child 2 years ago, and I have yet to know what is safe and how to grieve. And so my sorority sister, we were on a cruise actually reading this, because a lot of the times I have this whole, that's the second part, shield of women that were there as my safety net after I lived with her. So she's reading it, and she literally said, listen, your journey was never for you in the first place. So she said, that woman said, until I saw you grieve out loud,
It was okay.
I had not grieved until I saw you grieve out loud. I don't know this woman. This woman, that's what social media do for you.
Yeah.
You'll go wherever you never go. And she said, because of you, I can finally let go.
Jesus, thank you, Lord. Powerful.
And then there's been so many people that are like, oh, we just waiting on you to come out with the journal, the activity booklet, whatever we need to do, and how you do. And I will say this, and even definitions of like what's present. What is being present?
What does that mean? What does that look like?
Yeah, what does that look like? To me, present, you ain't never got to see me in person, but you bring it for me.
Yeah.
That's present. Some people got to twist it, because I'm telling you, 2 weeks after, ain't nobody at the door. For most people.
Yeah.
For me, it was not that scenario. I have folks all the way. I got somebody in this room right now, but I'm gonna call her out because I know them well. Sometimes she's like, no, just doing stuff like that. But she paid my bills. See, there's honesty there. For almost 3 years later, she still to this day has access to every last insurance policy, my bank accounts, whatever, because she was that kind of presence. And I know everybody doesn't have it.
Yeah.
But 2 weeks later, it started getting real quiet around the camp. But people have to understand that being present is not necessarily the physical presence, but those prayers going up, those smiles that you see. Just, instead of turning your way when you see me walk, because I'm probably going to break out into a tear or two. A smile will do it for me. Thank you, because I'm seen. You feel my pain. So yeah, it's
We need that. We need
It's-
that. I think it's also important for you to share that journey, because I have seen a lot of people over the years, friends that I've grown up with, just one in particular, that had some trauma and didn't even know it until we became adults. I'm like, why you didn't say anything? So I don't understand why, but I do understand why. Right? So they may be frowned upon, or they didn't have someone to talk to, or they may not even get the right answer. I think that, so we do need that.
It's okay to just be.
Yes.
It's just okay to just be. Whatever it is for you. There is no cookie cutter session out there saying that I gotta be this way while I'm grieving.
Right.
No! Because I only know how to live as me. Thank you for your pointers, thank you for your tips. I understand you got it going on like that, I promise you. However, I gotta just be me.
Yes.
So,
That's the next song. I gotta just be me.
just okay. Okay. And when it come out, I'm gonna give you your props, my sweet sister.
That's good.
Any other?
Any other questions?
Yes, ma'am.
You just said you just gotta be me. How difficult is it to find out who me is?
Now that was loaded.
Yeah.
How difficult is it? Repeat, I'm trying to repeat the question. How difficult is it
to find out who just me is. When I sit in a dark space and I'm alone in my room and it ain't nobody there but me and God, that's who I am. That's how I feel. That's what I think about, and that's what I know. No one is there to influence how I'm feeling in that very moment when I am alone. God is good. It's just the two of us. He says what I am, and he all right with it. Daddy don't like that.
Let's throw out some fun questions. So, music-wise, who did you look up to as far as your favorite artist or songwriter? Because I can hear some old school, like you said. Are we looking like Aretha?
So,
or like,
first of all, I was born in the wrong. Well, I wasn't, but I said if I was going to be born in an era, I would have been Billie Holiday's sidekick. You know what I mean? I would have been Billie Holiday's sidekick. I would have been singing, because Carnegie Hall is where I aspire to go, right? And I would have my white dress with my magnolia in my hair.
I can see that.
I'm serious.
I can see that. What song would you? Just one that.
Oh, well, I would do that. Southern dream.
Come on.
Bearing strange fruit. Blood on the leaves. Love at the root. Black body swinging in the southern breeze. Okay, there you go.
Billie Holiday. That's all right. I can see that. Hair, music, and you be ready to feel still. Oh my God, I went there. Did y'all go somewhere with that?
And sometimes, because I did a juke joint back in the day, I played me in the devil.
Yeah, that's right.
I got to do the juke joint. I was like, sometimes I come over here like, because you don't have time, she was hot.
Yeah.
But I'm not hot. I just, I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Journey. I know you got a little, you said you rapped on your CD right there. What kind of hip hop influences do you have?
Ooh, I like Queen Latifah. Yeah. I do. I like, and really, I don't know, let's see, I like EPMD. I don't know if y'all know that.
That's how
I'm rapping as flash there. Let's see. I'm old school with it. Huh?
Yeah, it is.
Come on.
So the bang bang boogie up, jump the boogie.
Right.
Yeah.
All the ones in my generation.
Right.
Yes, all good. Yeah.
Jazz, blues.
Yeah.
Then bring it
Eddie
on.
James, I'm serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So your favorite concert, if you would be the headliner, who coming to the concert with you? Who's gonna bless the stage with you? Oh, that's a good question. Who's coming? I'm just saying.
Who gonna bless the stage?
Who gonna bless the stage? We know you the headliner. You gonna give it to us. But who coming with Janine's juke joint? Just saying.
Girl, I am speechless. Who's coming? You know what? So this gotta be anybody. Okay. I'm telling you, I'm taking my people with me.
Okay.
Here. That's here with me right now. That have original music. See, I talked about that already. So I do aspire to do that. I don't try to speak that out loud. Now it's gonna be on video, but I do want an original music / concert of my folks from Little Rock.
All right. We're gonna be front row.
Yeah.
First of all, you gonna tell all your friends and family.
Yeah. But I want my people.
I thought you meant like L came on before October London, like who would come on before you?
Right, but I want my people from Little Rock that have original music to sing their own music.
period. We don't need to be somebody, I don't know them. I don't know the folks out there.
That's right.
Yeah,
But I know the folks over here.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
right.
We like neighborhood.
Oh, okay, so whether it's Tawana Campbell, Edna Sanders, IJ Rowden, Haywood King, Anike Brown, Nikki Parrish, I'm just saying.
That would be fine.
Bijou, everybody that I know, Chrissy Pete. Everybody that is tearing it up right now.
Like musical right there.
Yes, ma'am.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm 12 years old, I can sing. What am I gonna do? How do I get where you are? Do I go to school? Do I get a voice training? What do I do?
You know what? There are vocal coaches out there, and that's good. If that's something that you can do. There are some classically trained.
I'm like, what are you gonna do? Up the street, Texas, what do I want to do? He's like, no, I'm moving to Arizona. I told him, no, I said, you can't go to Arizona. What you mean? No, you can't. He was like, we kind of got mad at each other. And his husband kind of talking a little mad. He was like, you can't leave your marriage, mom. That ain't gonna work. You'll be mad, destroyed. She will be too. So he came in and was like, what is it gonna take for you to be okay with me moving? I was like, oh yeah, go cry the river, right? So I give him a list of things. I said, you need to check out this and do this because in my mind, I work in finance. So I'm like, financially, I'm not paying your bill no 2,000 miles away. Just let you know, checking that off for me. But at the same time, he was prepared. He had an agenda. He checked off all my boxes. I was like, okay, for real. So he has been a content creator for the last 2.5 years full time and killing it. So again, this right here is this is it. That's all you need. You need to get on social media, show up every single day. Show up every single day and go out to places, go and perform in places and things like that, but promote yourself.
Right, promote yourself, and for those, because we have to have some honest folks around us as well.
Amen. Right.
You gotta have some honest folks around us too. So, I'm just gonna put it like that.
Yeah.
You gotta have some, maybe that might not be your life.
Yeah. Do something else.
Right, but it's okay.
But if you can write,
Do that too, because that's where the money is. Listen, have you had a good time?
I had a great time.
Have y'all had a good time? Okay, well, listen, this was a hard thing today.
Wow.
It was a hard thing
Thank you
today.
for sharing.
No, thank you for being a part. Thank you for being a part. This was a moment. I thank you for listening in. I thank you for allowing yourselves to be in the same vulnerable space that I'm in, not knowing what you may hear or how it might come about. I thank you for allowing me to share my heart. I thank Carlo for allowing us to share this space. Deep gratitude to her for not only saying yes to the listening session, but for encouraging me to go bigger. This entire series is because she said, bring your people, bring your purpose. So thank you, and thank you, Merica Profit, for leading the conversation with grace, power, and purpose. And thank you, the audience, again, for being present and chosen. But we've got more tomorrow. Fendi, Bedlam, hip hop artist, and and Haywood King, smooth player right there, are gonna be right here, and I'm gonna be interviewing them. And then on the 30th, they're doing lyric flyer and melodic movement. It's Catrice Newell, Dee Dee Jones, and the Keith Savage. So listen, I hope you have been taking pictures. Please take some with me. Please tag us. The thing about this is, this place hit 37 years on the 40th. Grab some more libations in the back and snacks if we still got some more cupcakes. And please go throughout and please support our own right here. That's it. Okay. Okay, so.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
I want to thank you all for being here. I think some new people came in, so I want to give you a little bit about what we do. We are a bookstore. All those books out there are for sale. The library is across the street. And we are there free. You gotta have a library card, but you gotta have your own personal library, and we can do that. We can order any book in print. All the work on the wall is
Well, it's two EPs, it's all 10 songs, and because here's the thing, the whole purchasing of music like this, because you can go stream it and download it and all that other good stuff, is so that I can continue to get into the studio, so I can continue to further my art, so I can continue to make music. So, yeah, that part, and then I'm gonna put a sign out there if y'all wanna be a part of the Backbone Nation. And you wanna keep up with and follow what your girl is doing. By the way, y'all look good. Hold on just a second. Y'all look good out there. Y'all look good out there. Just being able to take my own pictures. Okay. Y'all look good. Thank you so very much for being here. I'm sorry. Thank y'all. Yes, I do have those, and then I'll have the sign out there on that table, so you can just scan a QR code and be a part of it. To keep up with what's going on.
I do have an ask though, everyone have a phone real quick. You have Instagram, can we go to GLC?
Look at you.
We're gonna get a follow real quick if that's all right. GLPC. GLPC.
I got some new folks on y'all.
Thank
Thank
you. You can follow her. Your Instagram, your Facebook.
you. No. And while y'all doing that, can y'all give a